inside it, we've got a special guest with us today. She's a LMA alumni. She literally graduated yesterday. So I wanted to
Yeah.
essentially interview her in terms of her experience on board LMA, because perhaps right now you may be considering it. So yeah, she's going to share in terms of overall her experience, what was some of the problems she's experienced prior to that, and all of the good things in between. So, Anchalee, let's start with essentially where you're currently based and what you're currently up to in terms of your career or what you're currently looking to do.
I am in now in Brooklyn, New York, and I am a stay-at-home mom. I quit my job 8 years ago to be with my son, and then I started photography, and but something hold me back. Even though people like my work and people like working with me, somehow I cannot ask for the money.
Mm.
I got stuck in that, and like, am I good enough? Am I worthy enough? And I'm also homeschooling my son. So it's kind of like my other excuse that I don't have time for all that and just let it flow. And yeah, that's how my background is. And
Cool.
before I jump in,
In terms of before coming across LMA, do you mind just sharing in terms of what were you experiencing in terms of some of the issues or problems in terms of your life and personal development?
yeah, I'm I drain my savings uh, during these 8 years of out of work
Mm.
and invested a lot of money in personal development, in a lot of courses, some very expensive, some is not so expensive then to me, but now I would consider those expensive. But anyway, I have personal coaches, career coaches along the way, and I still cannot take action. I still got stuck, and I don't know why. A lot of people try to get me to think back of what hold me in the past, but I cannot find it. I don't know. I had a good family. Um, my parents were supportive. I don't know. I could not find that point that I can identify that hold me back. So even after um, a lot of money spent, a lot of time spent on personal development, and I know everything. I knew a lot of things regarding. I still got stuck. I still cannot move forward. And when I found you, um, I feel connected right away, and I felt that your message get through me, and it just light bulb appearing in my head. So I sign up. Uh, one last program that I said, one last program I would try. So
So over the course of 8 years, you were essentially looking to take initiative, signing up to different programs, and you didn't quite find it was helping you to take action. Yeah.
right, right. It was
And
just like right after the course, I would do a little bit
mm,
if I even finished that course. Most of the time, I bought it. I did a couple of lessons and I quit. And there's a lot of time that I didn't even start. I just bought it just to buy it, to have it, but I don't start. And with coaches, I would get excited for like first half, and then the second half, no, like I hide and I lied and
mm.
lie myself out of taking action.
So in terms of taking action, what was preventing you at the time from taking action?
I think it's like my fear. Uh, I've discovered that I fear most of rejection and judgment, and I think abandonment. And if am I worthy enough? So it's my fear to put myself out there. If I take action, that's mean like I cannot blame anybody else.
Yeah.
It's on me, and it's just too much for me to handle. That all this stuff is on me. It's overwhelming, and it was just very heavy.
Okay. And how long was this happening for in terms of this? Yeah.
I felt stuck in my work
Mm,
for a while because, because the team, I wasn't playing my part fully, but because of like, I was in the IT department with uh, all the other people are guys, and felt, you know, not belong there. And whatever I say, they just discredit, and they took my credit uh, from what I did. So I didn't feel like I was a team member. So I got stuck there. When I quit my job to take care of my son, I felt like liberated, and somehow I somebody this like I got involved in the MLM because I saw a product and I want a product, and then once I bought it, the person said, um, "Looking forward to work with you." It's like, what kind of work? What do you mean?
mm,
So I did not anticipate on doing those kind. I hate selling because I don't want to put myself out there, my
mm.
reputation and everything. So and then I went through the training, and it's like, whoa, this is like personal development, and I never been exposed to those kind of thing awareness. So I was really into that, and for a long time I was into like law of attraction, that I didn't have to do anything. I just think and it will happen. So I didn't take responsibility of my action.
Mm.
And sometimes it happened. Sometimes it's not like parking uh, spot open for me for no reason. That was like, you know, and then I got excited about that, but didn't really do anything my part to do more about it.
So after, I suppose, years of going through different programs and not feeling that sense of I've been able to resolve the lack of action, when you came across us, I believe you came across us on, was it YouTube?
Yeah, no, actually on Facebook.
On Facebook, was it? Okay, on Facebook.
Yeah,
Was you at all a little bit reluctant or skeptical because you've gone through a lot of programs prior
right.
to that?
Very much so. I'm like, oh, another program, But I just went along, I like to see what out there. So I
Mm,
went along, signed up for the free webinar, and I felt connected right away with you. All your messages is like straightforward, and the way you say it is not like you are a teacher higher than me. You just say from your experience, and no judgment in your um, what you're displaying, with no judgment, which a lot of gurus have. I know better than you, you better follow. But for
mm.
you, you just share your knowledge and lessons.
What would you say,
So
Anchalee, was your concern or biggest fear before enrolling in LMA? What was your biggest concern, and what ended up putting that fear to rest and made you say yes?
my biggest fear again is like I'm wasting money. Another one that I'm not gonna finish, another one that you're not gonna find anything better than any other program. So I'm falling for it again. The fear of failure, that I keep falling into things that I would not even complete. But I took a chance. You had 45 days money back guarantee. I took a chance, like, okay, let's give it a try. So I did, and I joined in November, and then I got welcome message and blah blah, which made me feel good. You like welcome me. You took time off recording a video welcoming me personally. That made me feel good. And but when Alice posted in Facebook welcoming me and then forcing me to take action to do life, I'm
Mm,
like, holy crap, no way, no way, I'm not gonna do that. Putting myself out there in front of strangers,
mm.
no way. And I don't do video ever. I'm a photography mainly because I don't want to be in front of the camera. I want to be behind, hiding behind the camera, producing things for other people. I want to be backstage where nobody can see me. So after going through lesson one, I did half of the lesson one actually, because it's hit me. It's like, again, I have to do action. It's like, you talk about action. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. So I was like, all right, I have 45 days. I'm going to return this. And it just keep in the back of my head though. It was like, should I do it? Should I do it? No, it's like bouncing back. It's, you never left my consciousness. I don't know why. And I put it off canceling until I could not cancel anymore. It's past 45 days. So I got like myself locked into the program. And because I signed up live, so I just like went on live. And with live, it's totally different ball game. I feel the energy of other people. I feel connected to you in real time, other than just watching the pre-recorded videos. And it, I don't know, something just triggered me, and I did my first challenge right after, but it took me, I think, 5 shaking minutes before I pressed the start live button. And after I was done, I was like, I did not hate this, and I did not die. It just, and nobody just like slammed me. Everybody's supportive, and I felt like, yes, I did this. I I broke through the first layer of whatever held me back,
Mm.
and I just took a chance, and nothing bad happened.
Too funny. Wow. That's truly awesome. So you ended up almost burning the bridge. You
Yep.
took it past the 45-day money back guarantee period. So a part of you wanted you to almost burn that bridge. Do you remember what made you want to do that?
Yeah, because like another one that want me to act. You
Mm,
know, I don't want to act. I want things come to me. Like, come on, give me things. I don't want to take responsibility for anything. I just want you to hand me the silver plate full of opportunities
mm.
that I would not take. You know, I'm
Yeah.
thinking about it. It's like, you already did handle me a lot of things on this platinum plate. I was refusing because I have to uh, put that in my mouth. You know, myself do not feeding me. It's weird. For thinking about it, it's so weird now.
What would you say, having now gone through it and you graduated literally yesterday, um,
Yeah,
what would you say has been like the biggest benefits you've experienced as a result of LMA?
you answer a lot of questions that I have, and I got stuck. Um, I don't know. Is I feel so personal that those questions, you did not answer me personally, but I took it personally that it hit every single spot um, directly. And usually I would, when I learned something, I was like, okay, I have a lot of layers blocking. I have to filter through a lot of things, so I knew this already, and I don't believe you or whatever. I have to search for it. But with you, I'm not sure why. It just went, your words, your lesson just went through all those layers without filtering right into my heart. It's just crazy. And every week is a lot of things that I learn. Every single lesson. It's not that, um, you talk about the same thing over and over. No, it's just new things that I learn as it click, and it's light bulbs after light bulbs. I could not write fast enough on my notes. It's crazy.
And what would you say
I,
yeah,
I'm just gonna say that I never jot down from any lesson before. I was just listening, never jot it down. But with you, man, my hands were like tired after the lesson.
and as a result of the lessons you learned, what did you get to personally, how did it benefit you? in terms of your life and your personal development?
Bef- the um, right after the first lesson regarding myself, I took more responsibility um, in my action, and I know that I cannot control anybody else, only control my reaction, my response. And I learned to hold back and think, and sometimes actually think about why other people doing things, being that perspective, before I even, you know, respond or react. I try to understand other people more, and it's been it's been making my communication and connection with my daughter much better. It's taming down, not taming down. It's kind of like um, less intensity of dealing with a 16-year-old. You know, it's
Mm.
like not reactive. It's just understanding more. And sometimes we have problem, you know, with my husband, but I got over quickly. I don't hold grudges anymore. Um, and I take a lot of actions in my towards my photography, and I'm now looking at a lot of opportunities, and it's just ideas that pop up in my head. So I've been more creative, I think, and more
Nice.
open to opportunities.
Awesome. What would you say you liked the most about the whole LMA experience compared to, you know, you've been to other events before, offline, online? What did you like the most about LMA specifically?
You are very straightforward,
Yeah,
um, very
I suppose so.
straightforward. Yeah, you say it as it is, and the most impressive though, I would say you share your fail. You share. It's not just like a story of like when I went to like the guru, they share their story and stuff, but you actually show us the clip of, you know, the things that you did, and picture of how you were. It's not like I don't have to picture it. I saw it. I was like, it was it was like, wow. You admit it's okay to fail. You're showing us that fail failure is not because of you falling, but because you don't get up from your fall. Um, and I'm actually welcome to fail. I'm looking forward to fail, you know, to fall, actually, to fall, and then see what I can learn from it and go big from there.
Awesome. You've, you know, you've gone through a lot of programs yourself in the past before LMA. And it's kind of
Yep.
like me when I was learning speaking, I'd gone through a lot of courses. But eventually I still did end up saying yes, although I was very reluctant to a specific course to do a speaking. And that course really helped me out. It was actually the only one that actually really worked. And you were saying earlier you was a little bit reluctant because you had gone through courses before and something made you say yes. And having said yes, and when you joined LMA, what ended up surprising you or what made you feel the happiest about the whole program? Because I'm sure you had some form of like, you maybe already thought what it's going to be like, but what
Right.
surprised you? Yeah.
To surprise me is you got me to take action. You got me to be happy to share live on Facebook. And I'm like, you know, um, sometimes I didn't even have to, you know, follow your challenge. I was like, I got something, and I was like, I want to share. So I just press live and then share it. Is these things would not happen, not never in my life that I can think of that to put myself out there like that. Oh my God, is that's the surprising, very surprising to me that I did that. Is so big for me to do that. Um, to just expose myself like that is crazy. Nobody can do that.
But you did. So awesome. What advice would you give, Anchalee, to somebody right now who's watching this video and they're kind of reluctant, perhaps they've gone for a lot of courses before, or they've never gone for a course, so they're a bit scared. What advice would you give to somebody sitting on the fence, contemplating whether or not they should try it or they shouldn't?
If you want to be responsible in your life, you have to know yourself. And this is the best course that I have had out of, I went to big names, small names, and have a lot of private coaches. Nobody can get me to know myself. I went to, like, fortune teller and whatever also. So nobody get me to look deep into myself and to accept myself as I am. If you're ready to know yourself, this is the course and the support that you need. You will feel love unconditionally. You will feel supported, and with the community and with you and Alice, I just feel like a family. It's better than a family because I can tell you everything. I can say anything, and you will not judge me. I know. Um, I trust you, and you have 45 days of money back guarantee if you don't feel like this is for you. So you don't have anything to lose. With me, I did not go through with the 45 days because I know that he has something, that you have something that I will benefit of. In my mind, in the back of my mind, I knew. But because of the fear is blocking me to see it. Once once I know I don't have that guarantee anymore, I kind of like have to force myself to go through with it. Um, and it's a very beneficial for me to trust the journey now.
Mm.
I trust you designed this course like brilliantly, and you over deliver everything, and you gain my trust after the first class. So I'm trusting the journey, whatever you take me, um, because I it's a lot of questions that I have been trying to find out, and I couldn't find out from anywhere. You've been answering me, and I still have a lot of questions in there, but I trust you that the question will come and you will get through it with me. So I'm great. I'm very grateful for this course. That I wish I found you like 8 years ago, so I don't have to spend all this time and money on anything else. So if you're lucky, anyone that hearing this, if you're lucky enough to find him now, get on board. You will not regret it.
Appreciate your feedback, Anchalee. And just those of you who are checking out this video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching and contributing your time towards this. One of the things I'll say is Anchalee, although you're saying great stuff about our work, you decide to show up with a commitment towards improving yourself, and you decide to put your fears aside. So it's yourself that made it happen. So awesome job to that.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And to the rest of you, just want to say, as always, follow your heart and take action. And let's create the life you're truly born to live.